Hey guys, this is a very cool Wii knife brought to me by our buddy A to Z EDC, my local buddy. He's over on Instagram. Give him a follow at A to Z EDC. He's making this show and tell review possible. This is a very, very cool premium Wii knife that he picked up that I'd never seen before. It's called the Wii Falcaria, or Falcaria. Wii Falcaria. Comes with stickers, your swag, a little pouch, and then this very cool knife that we want to talk about, the Falcaria. Get this all out of the way. And let's look at this knife. So this is the Wii Falcaria. Designed by a guy by the name of Maciej, or Maciej Torbé. A very unique knife. Reminds me, and that you guys are going to think I'm crazy when I show it to you, but the blade reminds me of a Wharncliffe Hinderer half track or full track. This knife is in titanium. It has copper foil carbon fiber on both the clip side and the show side. It's got a floating back spacer with a nice lanyard hole, anodized hardware, and a blue tumbled frame. It has this satin 20 CV blade, this nested frame lock. So you've got a frame lock that's nested behind this carbon foil, carbon fiber. It's got a flipper tab and a thumb hole or finger hole that work great. The sounds it makes are exceptional. The flipper tab has both a light switch and a very distinct push button, both of which deploy the knife very assuredly. The frame lock has excellent access. You can see here you've got this light jimping and this slight cutaway, which gives you a very easy pass through to that frame lock. The finger hole on the blade works at the very top. It gives you enough traction at the very bottom. Anywhere in between, you're going to get the flipping power you need to extend the knife or engage the knife. And then again, the flipper tab is low profile. It's very easy to engage and it works very well. The ergonomics of this knife are next level. You've got this full handle and this just natural finger choil. The finger choil on this knife is perfect. It just wraps around your hand. You've got jimping on the back spacer that just grabs into the palm of your hand. You've got this really nice sawtooth jimping on the blade that just gives you a very sure grip. The blade markings is you've got Torbé knives, which is Maciej's company, Torbé knives, and you do not have a Wii marking except for on the pivot. You do have Wii on that captive pivot. Get a little paper. The blade shape is just chef's kiss. It feels like there's absolutely no resistance between the knife and the paper. It's absolutely a laser beam. The blade geometry is amazing. You've got this blade that operates very well as a flat cutter. So if you're cutting on flat surfaces, it's almost designed like a kitchen knife would be. However, that Wharncliffe is also very pokey. You can get in a splinter digger with it. It's very much a defensive knife if it needs to be, and it's a full size knife. The CPM 20 CV blade is finished between 58 and 60 HRC. And then the action goes without saying that it's just absolutely smooth and glassy, and Wii's quality really shines through on this knife. Do a couple of quick size comparisons. And when I say it reminds me of my half track or a full track, That's only in the Wharncliffe blade. And what I mean by that is the way that that blade is shaped. So the Hinderer Wharncliffe kind of turns up, as does the Wee Falcaria also turns up a little bit, which makes them both, in my opinion, and that's not scientific, but they look somewhat similar. Do a couple of quick size comparisons. I think it's going to be a full-size knife. I think it's going to even be bigger than my PM2. That's a bug out. Bigger than the Spyderco PM2. So I'm looking at probably a full 4-inch blade. Let's get our tape measure out. I love the blue anodized, stone-washed, or tumbled frame. I think it looks exceptional. The overall knife is 8 3/4 overall. The blade is 3 3/4. The cutting edge is 3 3/4 along that edge. The inside grip to the choil is 4 1/2. So you've got 4 1/2 from right here to right here. If you're going to measure it from the back to the inside of the grip, you've got 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 from right here to right here. 4 1/2 to right here, which is where you're going to want your grip to be. And then your overall handle is going to come in right at 5 1/4. So this is a big boy knife. There's no two ways about it. I'm going to say this is about the size of my Spartan Harsey or an XM24. The blade thickness is 0.1250. The handle is 0.5780, so right over 1/2 inch. I think the color pattern is very pleasing with that copper carbon fiber, the tumbled stone-washed blue titanium with a shiny blue hardware, and the satin blade. I think it just makes for a very, very pretty knife. You've got a lot of weight relief inside these scales, so let's see how, with a 3 3/4 inch blade, this guy's going to weigh out. Right at 4.8 ounces. I'm not at all mad at that. It actually feels pretty light for the size of the knife it is, because again, that handle feels very, very much weight relieved. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of material cut out of that frame. The pocket clip is a milled clip, deep carry, but only deep carries to right there. So it's going to have a little bit of knife sticking out of the pocket, but it is pretty well hidden, goes in and out of pocket very well, and has enough retention to keep that lip locked in just fine. So guys, that is the Wee Falcaria, or Falcary. I think it's Falcaria, Falcaria. I love the flipper hole. I love the flipper tab. I love the aggressive ergonomics of the knife, and I think it just looks cool. Looks unlike anything I've seen before, and I think it's just a very sexy knife. Guys, I hope you found this video informative, entertaining, somehow helpful. I'll leave a link to where this guy's available somewhere. I'll look for it. And all I ask is that you guys do me a solid, and if you're not yet, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon so you're notified when I put out new content. Give me a thumbs up. I want to say thank you to all the channel members. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to just anyone who takes the time out of your day to watch my knife and EDC content. I appreciate you. Do me a huge favor and look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for that guy or gal to your right. Look out for one another. Go forward with love in your heart and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.